We chose the Myers Touch because they came recommended by a relative. First impressions when I walked into the showroom, it felt very fresh. They come up with very original ideas that reflect an individual's lifestyle or interest. We had a huge house renovation project, so it wasn't just the kitchen. Jay was our designer, and I instantly knew when I met Jay that this is going to be a good person to work with. She's just had the air of calm and relax. She instantly knew the vision that we were kind of trying to achieve. I initially came up to a bit of opposition to wanting a kitchen designer, and I think that I really pushed ahead with that because I felt it would be, good value for money. And I'm really glad it did, because a lot of the interior design that came from the kitchen was reflected in the rest of the house. We really wanted a kitchen that kind of reflected sort of a lifestyle which was connected to nature and well-being, but kind of quite natural. The kitchen's had a huge impact on our lives. The last two places that we lived were in rentals before. My back was always to my child, and the space has just opened up. My daughter can run around the island and we can connect with each other. She jumps on the sofa and watches me cook, and it's also changed the way that we like to live in terms of choices, even choices of what we eat, because it just feels such a almost healthy living space in a way. Automatically, when you've got such a lovely space and a functional kitchen where everything has its place, you want to cook. And I've started a cooking course because I just love being in the kitchen and learning. And I definitely value the coffee machine with two kids, I have to say. The other thing which we had always planned for, because we don't have a utility room connected to our kitchen, we wanted a big fridge, a big freezer and a big sink. And I really value those. Just everything gets hidden in the sink, and the fridge and the freezer can be well stocked in a week, and everything's so well organised. I think that just makes it just so easy to grab things, and everyone's kind of based in the kitchen, or often I'm cooking, and it's just quite nice to have everybody around when that's happening. And my husband, even though he's got his own office, I just find him here. It's very much a place that you automatically come to, and it's very relaxing as well because you've got the nature around you. Obviously, with the beams and the high ceiling, the extractor fan, I was wondering how that would work. And so when Jay told us about this new sort of downward pulling extractor fan, oh my gosh, that sounds very techie, but it's brilliant. It's completely revolutionised how you can use an open space, because you don't have to have a hood above you, and we have hanging lights and the beams above us. We initially started the project, we had like a few items that I'd kind of salvaged from just outside the front door. Essentially, it was kind of like a piece of clay, some stones, and I knew that was kind of the colour palette that I wanted to reflect. Because the idea was to connect the outside, and it's just been done so beautifully. I think it's definitely there.